What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast studio. It's your host, Holden and
Noah.
Noah, how's everything going today?
Man, it's going good.
Been a fun Sunday so far?
Sunday. It's Sunday? It's not Wednesday?
It feels like it. Oh, it is Wednesday, and I got my days all mixed up, don't I?
Nah, it's Sunday.
We've got some guests with us here today that we're going to introduce real quick. First and foremost, we got Keniyah.
Hey.
We got Olivia.
Hey, guys.
And we got Mattie.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing today?
Hey, y'all.
Hey, thank you guys. I want to start this thing off by saying thank you guys for coming on the podcast and doing this. Don't be nervous. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. We're going to have a good time, okay? You guys excited to be here?
Oh, yes. So excited.
So excited. Awesome. Well, what we're going to do first, like we do every week, is I'm going to go around the room and we're just going to talk about how our last week has gone since last Wednesday when we were all together. So I'm going to start with you, Noah. How have things been?
Things have been hectic, man.
Hectic?
Yeah, just busy.
Yeah.
Just very busy. Lots of full weekends this time of year. Lots of stuff going on with, family and seeing family and football games and weddings and that type of thing. So it's just been kind of busy.
It's the end of the year.
That's right. I feel like November and this time of year with the holidays and stuff, they always just get kind of busy.
It does, man. My favorite time, Thanksgiving, is on the way.
Man, I'm looking forward to that turkey and dressing.
It's going to be a good time. Keniyah, how's your week been going?
Mine's been it's been calm, though. My school had our last football game, and we won, so that was good.
Who'd y'all play? Did y'all play?
Don't bring it up.
Oh, boy.
Were you down, Noah?
No, but I went to Baconton.
Hey, that's okay. If you're winning, that's all that matters, right?
Well, they got beat like 50-something to nothing.
It was 42-0.
Oh, my goodness.
Mitchell County's only won like 2 games all season, and they destroyed us.
Well, I saw that y'all were playing, and I was like, that's probably going to be a good game, you know?
Yeah.
I was not expecting to hear that that's what the final score was, though. So, but it's been a good week, so good final. You sad that football season's over for high school at least, though?
No, because my schedule gets to be a little bit more calmer than what it's been being.
Yeah, I get that. That's Noah and I were kind of talking about that a little bit earlier. All right. How about you, Olivia? How have things been going?
So I had a Mercer tour Saturday, actually, but I wasn't completely sold. There was only 4 sororities, and that's what I'm looking towards that, and plus academics. But also, I made a 105 on my math test, and I have not made a 100 yet, so I was pretty proud of that.
So you said a Mercer tour?
Yeah, Mercer tour.
That's like the college Mercer,
yeah, like
though?
Saturday
cool.
visit is what I went to.
I like their campus. Their campus is really pretty.
It's small, though. Like, I actually like that. It's like a smaller community. But then also, I'm just like, do I want a bigger college to go to?
Macon's kind of scary, too.
Yeah, that is true. My second choice is Athens, Georgia. I don't know. It's not my second choice yet. It's just an option. But,
You got a little bit of time, though, right?
Yeah,
You're a junior.
Sure.
You can always go to Georgia Southern.
Yeah. Southern's a long ways from home. So is Athens, though.
Yeah, that is true.
But at least, like, making, like,
Your
the
parents
school,
went to Georgia
the
Southern,
school is
too?
nice.
Yeah, they did. We're actually going to a game sometime next week, actually.
Nice.
Oh, no, y'all are a home game. You're going 2 weeks after that, is that right?
Yeah.
Y'all might end up there at the same time.
Yeah, we might.
That'd be kind of cool.
Go Eagles.
I guess so. What is Mercer? They're the Bears, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Their campus is really nice, though. The couple of times that I've gone,
it's like up there,
cool.
top tier for sure.
Well, that's good.
Fun.
Fun and exciting. Do you feel like you did? You said you took your SATs, or you had?
Oh no, that was Emma and Keniyah.
Oh,
I did not
okay.
do that this weekend.
How was that?
Thankfully.
You skipped. You took them this weekend, and you just grazed by the fact that you took a huge test this weekend.
Oh, I forgot about that. Well, my school's on block scheduling, so I don't take math this semester.
Uh-huh.
And I think I did good on reading, but since I haven't took math yet, I kind of forgot the stuff I did last year.
I could be doing math now and still don't know it on that.
When they start throwing the letters in, why you got to do this to me? Why you got to letters don't go in with numbers? Why are we doing this? Why are we putting all this together? Anyways, all right, Mattie, how have things been going for you over the last week?
They've been going pretty good. It has been a hectic week though. But me and Liv, we actually got a girls' Bible study going at our school for grades 9th through 12th. So it went pretty good this Friday.
Yeah. Do you have a few girls at least show up to come?
We had about 10.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I thought that was really good for it being 7:30 in the morning.
Especially just starting off to your first time, because I know a lot of times they're skeptical, but just keep going.
Yeah.
That's exciting though. That's awesome that y'all are doing that. Anything else that's been going on?
Well, actually, I just learned this week that we don't have a high school girls basketball team.
This is crazy.
It was like a disappointment, and then we had a with the girls' Bible study, I was like, well, that kind of brought the week back up.
It probably also opened your schedule up quite a bit because I know
Definitely did.
I know basketball is like you're practicing almost every day.
I feel like during basketball season, like, I can't do anything else. Like, basketball, it's only basketball.
It might be kind of a blessing that it's that way.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you wish they could do it kind of like they did football? Because I know they went from 11-man to 8-man. Can you play like 3-on-3 basketball? slim it down to a smaller basketball league? Can they do that?
I mean, heck, they got girls flag football now too.
I know, dude.
So there may be.
I feel like
3v3 league out there.
I'm not gonna
somewhere.
lie. I feel like I would get beat at girls flag football.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I'd be probably terrible.
Torn ACL, broke ankle.
I would love to do that.
I would love to try it, honestly.
I'm so accident prone, though. It would not
Yeah,
end well
Mattie,
for
you
me.
are.
You would probably break another.
You are.
You got another one to
No.
break.
What you do is that you just be the quarterback. You're good to go. All you need to do is either hand the ball off or step back and throw it.
Unless you're
Unless they
Kirk
don't-
Cousins and then
Oh,
you
yeah.
tear your.
just don't play for the Vikings because everybody gets hurt.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna go back from it. So anyway, no. I keep going to softball. No basketball.
At least I get to go to Extreme this year, though.
Ooh.
I'm hyped about that.
That opened up.
And Wilson is going to be on there again.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so excited for our lineup.
Are they talking about the? They talking about the ball from Castaway Wilson?
And
Ann Wilson. Did you say Ann Wilson?
I did.
Okay, I didn't catch the first
it
part of that.
almost
All I
sounded
heard
like
was
she
Did
said
say
and.
yeah, I heard and Wilson. I was like, who is Wilson? I had no clue. That makes a lot more sense. Anyway, so enough of me being goofy and not knowing what in the world you are talking about at the moment. Do you guys have anything else from your last week? How things have been going? No, I know last weekend Noah and I we went and watched The Blind. Have you guys seen that movie yet?
Me and Mattie actually went together, and fun fact, I didn't know it was about Duck Dynasty until after we got done with the movie.
Are you kidding?
And then when she found out, she was like, wait, who's that? They're related to Sadie Robertson. I was like,
Well, all they told me was they're related to Sadie Robertson. They didn't say nothing about Duck Dynasty, so I just went in there blind, like the movie.
You went blind to watch The
I
Blind.
went blind to watch the blind.
Did you watch Duck
It was
Dynasty at all growing up?
No, I
Okay.
didn't. So
The
I
blind
didn't.
leading the blind.
Blind leading the blind to go watch The Blind in the blind.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So we went and watched that last week. It's a good movie though. It's a really
It
good
is
movie.
a very good movie.
It's tough, but we won't give any spoilers. But go watch it if you hadn't already. It's
Definitely go watch it. It's out now. It's out of theaters.
Well, that's what we were saying. We went
Yeah.
last week, and it had taken us a while to finally get together to be able to actually go. And of course, like 2 days after we go, I see it's like, oh yeah, you can watch this digitally now. I was like, but there's something different about watching it in a movie theater.
For
It's-
sure. The
it's so much
popcorn, the
louder.
blue icy, 10 out of 10
All right, so we know she's going with popcorn blue icy. What is the candy that you're going with?
Airhead Extremes. The
Ooh.
bites. For sure.
I forget they have the bites now. The bites are delicious.
they are. Y'all, and actually, when we went to watch The Blind, we shared a bucket of popcorn and the Airheads. I kid you not, there was nothing left.
Nothing left of the candy or the popcorn. Yeah. Speaking of
Not at
candy,
all.
we also just had Halloween last week. Did you guys go trick or treating or anything?
I did.
You did.
It was right after basketball practice, though. It
Wait,
was
so y'all
before-
still had practice? Y'all still had practice, but no team.
Well, it was before we officially found out if we were having a team or not. So I came after practicing with the JV straight to trick or treating. It was I didn't like it that much. My feet were hurting so bad.
You talking about practice or trick or treating?
Well, little bit of both.
A little bit of both. So that's crazy though that y'all literally had practice and then I guess y'all found out. I'm assuming this week that it was like, oh, never mind, we're not gonna have.
Yeah, and he still gave us the option to practice with JV like all season since we don't have a varsity team to practice
I guess
with.
trying to keep up with if y'all can get a team together
Yeah.
next year. Can you like somehow end up with a team mid-season and play or no?
I don't think so because by then, like everybody else's schedule will be filled up, so there won't be really any time.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So how about you guys? Anybody else trick or treating or anything?
I didn't trick or treat, but I actually handed out candy for the police department.
Yeah.
That was fun. It was freezing.
It did
Absolutely.
get colder
It was
and colder
freezing.
as the day kind of went on. I had luckily, like when we first walked out, I had shorts and a pullover on like you've got, and it was hot at first. I was like, this might be a bad idea, but as the sun was going down, I was like, thank goodness I kept this thing on.
No, I had to buy or borrow one of the police's puffer jackets, so I was sporting it.
The police's puffer jacket. What about you, Keniyah? Did you do any trick-or-treating?
I helped out with my school's trick-or-treating, and then I was a tour guide through our haunted hallway at school, so that was nice.
I've seen where schools have started doing this haunted hallways thing,
So cool.
which I guess it's like a haunted house, but in the school.
Yes.
What a creepy place to go to a haunted house.
Oh.
Yeah, I would not.
So
Would not
the
catch
way-
me.
The way some people reacted, I was not expecting that. I had people falling out on the floor.
Oh my goodness. I was in a haunted house when I was
you
younger
help-
and had a lot of fun.
Did you help put it together?
I didn't, but I helped took it down.
She said, "I'll take it down."
Get me out of here.
Oh, that's funny. What about you, Noah? Did you do any trick or treating?
I did not. I actually went over to my parents' house and had tacos for dinner that night.
Did y'all hand out candy or not really a neighborhood?
Not a
that
single
kids are
kid
coming?
came.
So that leads me to my first question. When is the age where it's like, all right, it's time to stop trick or treating and either help hand out candy or tear down a school haunted situation in the hallways?
I feel like 14.
14 is the S. So you got a specific number, okay?
Well, me and my friend were actually talking about this when we were handing out candy, and some older people, some men actually came and got some candy. So I think in the age where you start growing facial hair, it's time to stop.
She said, "I'm done trick or treating, guys."
There's some 14-year-olds that can grow facial
Oh,
hair.
that's true.
That is true. I
It
mean,
is crazy
hey,
nowadays.
I played baseball with a kid at 13, had a full beard, like more of a beard than I have right now at 13 years
You
old.
should have called it quits on the candy.
She's like, facial hair, you're done with candy. See, but having a little 5-year-old, I don't really get to trick or treat. I have to kind of just watch him. But I'm out there with everybody, and I saw some much more adult people that were like going and getting candy, and I was like, what is going on right now? So I think I'm going to adopt your thing. You got facial hair, get out of here. That's a good way to look at it. What about you, Mattie? You agree with them, kind of same thing? Is it facial hair or is there an age?
Well, I feel like it's whenever you want to stop, honestly.
Yeah.
Because, like, for me, I kind of wanted to stop a couple years ago, but I have 2 younger siblings, so it wasn't an option for me. Like, I still have to go. I just don't go get the candy. I eat some of my siblings, though. So.
Yeah, me too. I'm not going to lie.
Be a candy inspector.
I'm not going to lie. I inspected some candy, and it was good. It was good.
You got to make sure it's safe for them. You can't just let them eat it
That's true.
without trying it
I
first.
agree.
My dad tricked me into that every year.
Every year.
I got fooled. Every year.
Did you ever wonder, it's like, where did the good candy that I know I got from so-and-so's house, where did that go?
Down my dad's stomach.
Down Dad's stomach. All right, well, so Halloween's behind us. Everybody knows that Thanksgiving's coming. Are you guys ready for Christmas?
Oh, definitely. Christmas starts November 1st for me.
We're
then-
going to talk about that for sure.
Okay.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
Well, Christmas starts November 1st for me, and then Thanksgiving, that's a day.
Yeah.
But Christmas goes
Christmas
away for that
is
one
a
day,
season.
and then it comes back until December
boy.
25th.
No,
Noah's got argument.
no. That's wrong. I actually saw this thing on Facebook the other day, and it very accurately describes my thought process behind Thanksgiving and Christmas.
All right.
And it was a turkey. It was a blow-up like inflatable that was in somebody's yard, and it was a turkey that had a sign, and he had his foot on Santa Claus, and Santa Claus was laying on the ground, and it said, "Wait your turn, fat man."
Was this a Halloween decoration?
But no, I mean, you gotta I just think November is still that fall time. You still are kind of enjoying the fallish weather, and then it all leads up to this fantastic Thanksgiving Day where you eat this wonderful Thanksgiving food, and then Mariah Carey gets her moment, her time to shine.
Mariah Carey is already breaking out of the ice that you saw on TikTok. She is already breaking out.
I'm like Mattie. November 1st, Mariah Carey is thawed out and ready to be put on the TV every day up until Christmas.
Oh, for sure. And my birthday's during Christmas time, so I'm excited for both of those holidays,
See, for me,
Extra money.
I saw the same, I saw something on Facebook too. It was a calendar, and it's like, all right, Christmas season begins November 1st, and then it spaces out Thanksgiving Day, and then it goes back to Christmas season after it. Because I'm the same way. To me, I mean, there's Thanksgiving for sure. We're all going to enjoy Thanksgiving, but nobody's going, Let's hear some songs about dressing real quick before we get to Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying?
Do people go all out for Thanksgiving decorations like they do Christmas decorations?
That's
it's
just
Christmas.
fall. Like that
Or
to
during
me,
Thanksgiving.
fall decorations, that starts like August, September, October.
Exactly.
And it's the same decorations minus the jack-o'-lantern that you have at at Halloween. But then it's the same decorations, and then once Christmas time comes, you put some lights on the house or
I feel
put
like
a tree
some
up.
people, they just put up fall decorations and then they leave them and add on to it for Christmas.
That's true. See, I grew up in Alabama, so people would they'd keep Christmas lights up year round. It'd be June 3rd, and you'd be like, check it out, they got Christmas lights up already.
They
It's like,
decorated for the
no,
4th of July.
they never took them down. I have seen people do that too. Like I don't know who it was that was telling me they have a Christmas tree because that's what it is, but they decorate it for the holidays. Like
I've seen that.
Valentine's Day, it'll have hearts and stuff on it. Easter,
smart.
it'll have eggs and stuff like that on it. I was like, that's actually kind of cool. Never thought about it. Not going to do it, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But me, it's November 1. Boom, break out Home Alone.
For
Let's put up the
sure.
Christmas
Hallmark
tree.
movies, come
I'm
on.
listening to I'm listening to the
Freeform.
songs.
Yeah.
Everything immediately. We got one Grinch in the room, I guess.
It's okay though.
Just, man,
There
I just
always
love.
has to be one.
I love Thanksgiving. It's not that I don't
I do
like
too,
Christmas. It's not that I don't like Christmas. I love Christmas. It's great.
Yeah.
But it's like one thing at a time. One thing at a time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, go to Dollar General and you'll never get that because you're gonna have Halloween out as soon as 4th of July ends, and then Thanksgiving comes out like 3 weeks before Halloween. But then Christmas is out before Halloween is even over.
Yeah,
There, you can go get Christmas decorations and candy for Halloween in September at the dollar store.
My coworker asked us the other day at work. She was like, "When are we going to start playing the Christmas music over
Today.
the loudspeaker?" I said, "On Black Friday."
No, the answer is today. It's today. Y'all ain't even gonna be there on Black Friday.
Yeah, we are.
Y'all gonna be open
Mm-hmm.
all day?
Yeah, come see me.
That doesn't sound fair. I wish you had it off. No, I'm sorry.
Well, it's a half day,
Yeah, same thing. This is my favorite time of year.
but at least I don't have to go shopping.
You shouldn't have said that. You're going.
I know you're not dogging on shopping right now.
You're going to end up going shopping. I have done like true Black Friday shopping before. It is serious out there, y'all. It is real.
It's serious.
I went Black Friday shopping in the mall, and I didn't think we were ever going to leave.
It's different.
It's a whole nother
It's a
breed,
different
a whole
thing.
nother atmosphere of shopping.
It was so competitive. Like, it could be a sport.
By
People
the
are
end of
so
the-
competitive about it.
By the end of the day, your feet will be hurting and you will be huffing and puffing.
Yeah, but whether it's from basketball practice or going trick or treating, like Mattie said earlier. One or the other. I've gone 2 versions of Black Friday shopping. One was we actually went like Thursday night, which was not fun because I do like Thanksgiving when it's time to be with your family and that togetherness and giving thanks and all that. But when you break that up to go Christmas shopping, it's like, all right, this doesn't feel right. And then we have gotten up at like 3 o'clock on Friday morning. By 6 o'clock that morning, I'm going, I can't go anymore. And I slept all day the next day, the entire day. And when you wake up at 6 p.m. and you've been sleeping all day, what do you do that night? You stay up because you slept all day. So now your days are flip-flopping.
Yes.
Now it's not worth it. But you guys like Black Friday shopping?
Oh, for sure, yes.
I like the deals. I'm not very much of a shopper. Like, I do not like standing in stores for a long time.
I'm with you. I am like people criticize me for it. I don't care. I know what I'm going to get, and I'm
Yes.
going in to get that and
Yes.
leave. I'm not about to
Not
walk
my
up.
family.
I'm not walking up every aisle to see, what's going on down this aisle, Let's see what's on this. No, I'm going to get this, and I'm leaving.
We hit every
That's
aisle,
just me.
every
I have a
aisle.
question though. Like,
Okay?
what's the big idea about TVs and deals? Like, why do people?
I don't
just
know,
like
but
to
let me
buy,
tell
like,
you
TVs?
something. Can I? I love it. I don't need a TV, but I love seeing you can buy one for $150
It's
and
just
it's a
like-
70-inch TV.
I think it's just the game y'all play to see how big a TV y'all can buy and put it
It
up.
might be, yeah. Because they get bigger and bigger, and
Yes.
the deals get better and better, and it's like, we gotta have one. We have 8 TVs in the house. We don't need another one.
Exactly.
But I'm like, that's an 80-inch TV for $300.
Crazy.
And they're terrible. They're not terrible, but they're usually not like the best TVs either. So, anyways, Thanksgiving, yeah, I'm like you. I do at least enjoy Thanksgiving. Like, this is my favorite time of year. Everybody seems to get happier. Everybody seems to be in a better mood, and then January 2nd hits, and everybody turns mean again. So we have to enjoy these next couple of months. So Noah, put your tree up, put some lights on it, turn on some Mariah Carey, and get with the season, man.
I know it.
You guys agree with me or no?
I agree with you. For
Yeah,
I
sure,
agree.
Definitely, 100%.
It's the Christmas spirit that makes it so fun.
All right, recommended. What's the first Christmas movie you're going to watch when it's time? If you haven't already. I've watched Home Alone 4 times already.
That's what I wanted to watch. You
Yeah.
stole mine.
Well, there you go. See,
Home
that's
Alone is just an essential. Like, you
Yeah,
just
and it's
have
not
to
e-
watch it first.
It's not even technically a Christmas movie. It just happened at Christmas time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still, it's like, this is,
But it is a Christmas movie. Like, that's when you watch it.
yeah.
I feel like my family watches Christmas Chronicles almost every year.
Oh, that's a good one. On Netflix, isn't it? I
I
don't,
was really not feeling it at first, but then when we watched the first one, I was like, okay, that's actually a pretty good
Yeah.
movie.
yeah. The second one wasn't as good as the first one.
No, it wasn't.
And then the Santa Claus movies, they were good. The first two. The third one was okay, and then it kind of, it's like, They came out with a series, though, last year.
Oh, I haven't watched that.
The Clauses, maybe something like that, but I hadn't. I started it, and then I kind of stopped.
I feel like Elf is also a movie you have to watch.
That's a staple.
Buddy. What is it? Is it Elf or Buddy the Elf?
It's Elf.
You always have to watch Polar Express to bring back
Yeah,
your
Polar
memories
Express
when
is a
you're
good one.
little.
Polar
again.
Express.
I hate Polar Express.
I'm like Maddie. Polar Express is the worst movie to exist.
No. Let me help you.
What happens in that movie
Let
other
me
than the
help you.
Hot Cocoa song?
Let me help
It's
you. I'm
more
gonna
like
teach you.
reminiscing.
I'm gonna teach you. All right. So next time you watch Polar Express, because I used to think the same thing. A lot of people are like, "Man, that movie ain't no good or anything." You have to think of the kid who got on last, who sat in the back all by himself, has never had a Christmas, never had any of this stuff. Think about him and the way that he felt. And while you're doing that, oh my goodness, I got the game ready for us. I thought I had my other sound. But anyways, think about him and his story, and then it's like, oh. But I do agree sometimes. Like I think
Yeah.
about the movie, and I'm like, what did I just watch?
Exactly.
Because it's like, was it a dream? Was it real?
It's a
was
fever
it not?
dream. That's what it is.
I feel like I
Fever
just
dream.
grew up watching it every single year in school, like when we'd have pajama day at school. And so I watched it so much, I just never want to watch it again.
That's how I feel about The Grinch.
No, The Grinch is so good. That's one of the staple
I'm
movies.
confused by that though, because you watch all of the Christmas movies anyway over and over and over and over again
Yeah.
because there's not that
It's
many
bad
movies.
every time.
I just wasn't very interested in the Polar Express. Like the other ones are funny.
That's okay. I mean, everybody, it's cool. I mean, I guess if that's how you feel, you're wrong, but I guess that's okay if that's how you feel. Just kidding. Those are good ones though. We've got a lot. So speaking of movies and stuff like that, we're going to play a game. You guys down to play a game?
Oh,
yes.
So-
Always.
So this is the game. Not this sound. This sound that you're hearing is just like a background sound that I'm going to try to play, which for whatever reason changed. Can you guys hear that? There we go. All right. So the game that we're going to play, this is Guess That Disney. Guess
Guess
That
That
Disney
Disney.
Movie Instrumental. So it's not,
Oh, crud.
it's just going to be the music. I don't think there's any words to it if I remember. But we're going to go through. I'm going to keep, have you guys listened to know how the game is played so far?
Yes.
So it's pretty simple. If you guys have your phones, I'm gonna play the sound here in just a second, and you guys type in what you think the movie is, okay? And then I'm gonna go around the room. Each of you will get a chance. You don't have to like blurt your name out or anything like that, okay? And then we'll see who's got the most of them. Just don't look at my screen over here.
Wait,
I'll try not to.
can I just write it down? Because my phone
Yeah, you
went
can write
dead.
Oh yeah, you're good. Oh, I don't have another pen. Hey, you got a pen over there? Grab that pen back behind you. Whoop. This is organized confusion, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I didn't need it. She needed it. Sorry, we're getting the game set up here, you guys. All right, so everybody know how we want to play. All right, first song. Here we go.
So we guessing the movie?
Yep, name of the movie. That was pretty tough, isn't it? I'll give it to you guys one more time here. There's a lot of shaking heads that are going on in the room right now. Noah, I'm going to start with you on this side of the room, and we'll work our way back around.
Honestly, have no idea, but I'm gonna guess Pocahontas.
Pocahontas, what you got?
I got Frozen, but I'm like, no, I don't know what that is.
Frozen, okay. What you got, Livy?
We're going to go with Moana, but I have no clue.
Moana, okay.
I'm going with Frozen 2.
I think Moana
Frozen
may be
2.
right.
It'll be alright.
See, I knew that. I knew.
What is that?
That's Tarzan.
Oh.
Yeah,
I have never watched
that movie
Tarzan.
enough.
Nobody got a point on the first one. It's okay. Some of them get easier. Some of these, I'll be honest with you, I don't even know. Like a couple of these, I don't know if I've ever watched them or not, but I was like, you guys may have seen them. So, all right, let's go to the next one. All right, I'll give it to you one more
Lori and
time.
them have danced to that in something.
I don't know what that face that Gramps just made when he came up here was, but anyways, all right. No, I'm going to start with you again. I'll give you guys a hint. I don't know that I've ever watched this or not. Probably not a really good hint, but anyways, all right, Noah, what you got?
Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland. All right, can I? Rapunzel.
Frozen.
Frozen.
I have absolutely no idea.
No
I'm
idea.
gonna go with Frozen.
Frozen.
But
So you're close on that one. It's Tangled. Tangled is the movie.
Same thing.
Tangled is the movie. I don't think I've ever seen that movie though. All right, let's move on to the third one. Still no points on the board yet, but I think we're about to start getting some. Here we go. Oh no, Noah looks stumped.
Dude, this is the hardest one we played yet.
All right, one more time. Listen, making this game, by the time I got to the end of it, I was like, they all sound the same. Every song that I've clicked sounds exactly the same. All right, one more time. Here we go. Noah's still in the. I'm going to start on the other side of the room. That'll give you like 10 seconds to think about it. So we're going to start with Mattie on this one. What you got, Mattie?
I'm gonna have to go with The Lion King.
The Lion King, okay?
Frozen for sure.
All right, have you guessed Frozen every time so far?
I have.
Pretty
but-
good. Yeah. All right, what about you?
Frozen.
Frozen.
My first guess was The Lion King too, so
The
I'm
Lion
gonna stick
King.
with it.
The answer is Frozen.
Yay.
The one time I don't guess Frozen, it's Frozen.
Hey, it works. DJ did it too.
Hey, eventually,
Full house.
eventually you might just get it right if you just keep asking. All right, so Olivia and Keniyah on the board with that one. On to our next one. Here we go.
I got this one.
You guys feel good about it, or you want to hear it one more time? One more time?
Yeah.
All right, one more time. All right, no, I'm going to start with you.
Is that Up?
Up. What you got? Up.
Toy Story.
Toy Story.
I'm gonna have to go with Up.
Up. So 3 of you got it right. It is Up is the answer.
All right.
So Noah, Keniyah, Olivia, you didn't get that one right.
Right.
Toy Story was not a bad guess.
That's
though.
actually not. The more that I kind of listen to it, I'm like,
Yeah.
that actually does
It-
kind of sound like it
yeah.
could be Toy
This
Story
is
too.
really showing me that I need to refresh on my Disney movies.
No, you're good. It's 1-2, so y'all are still. Everybody's on the board now. Everybody has at least 1 point, and Keniyah in the lead with 2 points right now. So let's go on to the next sound. You guys all are kind of dancing to this one like
The very
you got it.
beginning of that sounded like an iPhone alarm.
It kind of did. You need me to play it one more time for you? All right.
Come
One more
on,
time.
Mattie,
Here we
you
go.
have to know this one.
I don't.
still stumped. I'm gonna give you a second. I'm
No idea.
gonna come around. I'm gonna start with Noah. You just can't take somebody else's answer. All right, what you got, Noah?
Is it The Incredibles?
The Incredibles.
Incredibles.
Incredibles, and Mattie has nothing. It is The Incredibles.
Mattie, we dressed up as this.
Where's my super suit?
Where's my super suit? Nice job, guys. Nice job, guys. All right, on to the next one. It's okay, Mattie. You're still on the board. You don't have 0, so we're doing okay. All right, to the next one. Here we go.
Got it.
You guys want a hint?
Yes.
Hint.
No.
This is not a version of it that you think that you would hear, but it is part of it. One more time. Here we go.
Pretty good hint.
All right, I'm gonna start over here with you, Noah. What you got?
Lion King.
The Lion King. Keniyah?
I have nothing.
Nothing.
Avatar.
That's a good guess. That's a really good guess. What you got, Mattie?
I put The Lion King.
The Lion King. That is The Lion King.
That's the part of the end, isn't it, where he's like walking up the Pride Rock?
That's
oh
right.
my gosh, I remember that now.
Yeah, that's why I was saying it's not really like the intro to it or anything like that. It's just an instrumental part of it. That's right. You did pretty good at that right there. Do it one more time for us, Noah.
Simba.
I like that. That sounds pretty good. You ought to be on a movie or something. All right, right now, Mattie has 2. Olivia has 2. Keniyah has 3. And Noah has 3. So we're all neck and neck and neck and neck. Everyone's good here. Here we go. Next sound.
I love this movie.
Is this a Disney movie?
Yes.
I thought this was Pixar.
You actually are right. It is Disney and Pixar. I actually should have said that at the start of this. So let's play it for you one more time. Does that help you out any?
I know what it is.
Wait, you know what it is and you're asking me? You make a very fair point, Olivia. It is a Pixar movie. All of these that I went through, they either have Disney or Disney and Pixar on it. And I think this one had Disney on it. Either way, it is Pixar as well. So I should have said that. Does that take away from you guys any of these other ones? Make you go, man, if I'd have known that was Pixar, I'd have got this right.
No,
That didn't help.
absolutely
Didn't
not.
help at all. Okay. I wanted to make sure before we got too deep into it. Noah, what you got on that one?
Monsters, Inc.
Monsters, Inc. Can I?
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
Monsters Inc.
Monsters, Inc.
I have Monsters, Inc.
Monsters, Inc. That
Ratatouille
is
is a good guess, though.
That is a good guess. So Noah takes the lead 4-3 after that. It's getting close, guys. It's getting even closer. All right, let's go to the next sound. Here we go.
I didn't do one act to not know this.
Tale as old as time.
I got to play it one more time just for Noah to do that again.
Tale as old as time.
I feel like you should have like a solo that you just sing that at some point or something. All right, I'm going to start with you over here, Mattie.
Beauty and the Beast.
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 How do you sing that part again?
Tale as old as time.
Taylor's Hardest Time. That is indeed Beauty and the Beast.
Y'all, I about caught it Belle, and you would not have given me a point for that.
Bale.
Is that like a different name for it? Or that's just her name, I
That's
guess?
her name.
Oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. All right, so we have a winner, and it is Noah. But I do have 3 more. Do you guys want to save it for later or play it? Or what do you guys want to do? I'm giving you guys the option.
You pick
are
a
the
random
guest.
one. Well, you pick a random one, and we'll.
All right,
Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
3
let's do
left. A couple of these are hard. Actually, all 3 of these are pretty hard.
Let's see who can
But I'm
get
gonna play. I'm gonna play a random. Let's see who can get this one. You guys ready? Here we go.
Oh, I got it. It's like my favorite Disney movie ever.
Oh well, that seems unfair a little bit, doesn't it? I'll play it one more time for them.
I'm gonna be so embarrassed if I'm wrong.
All right.
Please
Let's
tell
see.
me that is Hercules.
Hercules. What you got, Keniyah?
Cinderella.
Cinderella.
Mulan.
Mulan.
I have absolutely no idea.
It's Mulan.
No.
It's Mulan.
No.
It's Mulan.
Oh.
You're kidding.
I'm dead serious.
Well, that is in fact not my favorite Disney movie ever.
It's reflection. Listen right here.
Does my reflection show? That's the only reason I knew it was because I
It
heard.
sounded
I
like
saw
the
reflection.
song from Hercules.
I played the one from Hercules on here too, and I was like, ain't nobody gonna know this one, but Noah would have known that one. That was Mulan. All right, I'm doing one more just because y'all are tied, and I feel like you should maybe have a tiebreaker. Here we go. Wait till the end of it. That's a tough one. One more time. Here we go. Everybody can
It's
play.
a
in
flat
this.
out guess for me.
What you think?
I'm gonna guess Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid. What you
Well,
got?
I mean, that's what I had too because of the
Little Mermaid,
bubbly
what you got?
sound.
I had nothing, but it sounds like an alarm.
All right.
Don't look at me. I don't know.
Don't look at you. Okay, so that was Wally. Wally. Was
Wally.
The
I've
Little
never
Mermaid
seen
was
that.
a good guess.
All
I
right,
haven't
well, let's
even ever heard of that.
let me. Wally?
Yeah.
You never seen
I've
Wally?
never seen,
I've never seen Wally.
that either.
Oh my goodness, Wally is one. You've never seen it either.
No.
I am alone in this. That was one of my favorite movies. It's. I mean, like afterwards, you see what. That's kind of like the Polar Express. It's like, what happened in this movie?
Honestly, that was one of my options.
But it was pretty good. All right, one last one. Let's just do them all. Here we go. All right, all of you guys feel like you got it. Y'all don't even need me to play that again, do you?
No,
I think
I
Mattie.
don't.
I think
No.
Mattie just quit.
I don't see Mattie. That's just
Mattie's like,
Just-
I'm done with this. Come on, Mattie.
Hercules.
Wally.
Oh, am I going?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to guess Little Mermaid, but I have
Little
no
Mermaid.
idea.
Okay.
Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
The Little Mermaid.
It is
Oh
indeed
my gosh.
Hercules.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. It's the Little
No,
Mermaid.
I almost said Ariel, and I was like, oh wait.
I can't believe I actually got that.
You guys did a great job with that. Y'all ended in a tie, but that's okay. You guys
Yeah.
get to win together, right?
That's right.
And
For sure.
you guys tied 1 point behind them, so it wasn't that big of a difference. You guys enjoy playing the game though?
Yes, it
That
was
fun?
a good game.
That means you're gonna buy me Jack's ice cream after this since we tied.
You're gonna have to take it up with the guy you tied with. Noah's like,
Sure.
yeah, we can go.
Sure, if you buy mine.
Let's see who can get the most expensive ice cream now. All right, well, that's the end of the game segment. So I have a question for you guys that Grace actually asked me not to ask, but she was like, hey, this would probably be a funny question. So I'm going to ask it to you guys. Are you guys ready for this?
Ready.
If you had 20 minutes to hide a paperclip in your house before the FBI showed up to find that said paperclip, where would you hide it?
I'm going to have to think about this for
Yeah, you got a minute. Here we
Hold
go.
on.
You got a minute to think about it. So if you had 20 minutes to hide a paperclip in your house before the FBI showed up to find that paperclip, where would you hide it? I know where I'm hiding mine. I guess it depends on how much time I've got, because if I've got, let's see, what does it say? 20 minutes, huh? I was going to say I'd put it in water and then put it in the freezer, let it freeze. That's not enough time, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got mine.
Okay, hear it, Mattie.
Okay, you could definitely. Oh, you just gave me the idea. You can open your freezer, take out like a bag of frozen food. It doesn't matter what it is. Open it just a little bit, but don't like cut it. Just rip the top open a little bit. Stick the paper clip in there, shake it up good, and then hot glue it back together and throw it in the back of your freezer. They are not going to look in the very back of your freezer inside a random bag of frozen peas.
I was going to say just throw it in a sock drawer, but that's a pretty elaborate plan.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. What have you been hiding?
Okay, is it like a specific paperclip?
You only have 20 minutes. I don't think it's like one of the massive ones. I think it's just a normal old paperclip.
I'm going to
I
go
don't know
to the
if this one
Walmart and get the closest looking paperclip and put them in my supplies drawer and put that one in there with it.
All right, you going to be able to make it to Walmart and back in 20 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
She's like, I got it. That's a pretty
Not
good
bad, yeah.
disguise it with all of the other ones.
I feel like
It's
they're
not a
going to
bad
go
plan.
through the jar of paper clips looking for the paper clip.
Okay, but how would they know which one's which?
That's true.
Well, if they're looking for a particular paper clip, there's got to be a distinction on it
Okay,
for the
but
reason they're looking for it.
why would they think to look through the paperclip drawer? How would they even know where my paperclip drawer is? And even if they found it, how would they know it?
You have
was
a-
They're going
you have a
to
paperclip
ransack
drawer?
your house.
I mean, no, but I could.
I don't know the backstory of this, but that's a good question. I don't have an answer to be able to say, no, they're looking for a blue one, and you can't buy a blue one from anywhere. So I don't have. What about you, Keniyah? Have you thought about somewhere to hide it yet?
No, the toilet, like the part that comes
The
out.
back part?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the part that you can move. They're not gonna stick their hand in there, so that's where I would put it.
Not a bad idea.
That's not a bad plan.
Or you could what's the word? Tape it under the toilet seat and then lay the toilet seat down.
Oh,
But I feel like they would
I feel like those are places they would look, though.
Yeah.
Like, you got to think, where is somewhere they're going to look
that's
for
true.
sure?
I'm gonna stick with my bag of.
I like the
frozen
freezer. I like the freezer. The freezer sounds like a good one. They're probably going to go through a drawer looking for it, but how will they know which one it is? How will you know?
They could just take all of them though.
Oh, and then technically they would have had it. Oh, she might have got you. on
Gosh,
that.
Mattie, hush.
But they're
I
not
think I
looking for the
watched too many
frozen
calls.
peas.
I couldn't take the frozen pea bag, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, but you know that was a good idea. I give you that one.
That's funny. All right, so coming off of Halloween, I know we're kind of bouncing around some holidays right here. Is there a movie that you've ever watched that truly scared you, and what was it?
Oh. I feel like every time I go to the beach with Bentley,
Uh-huh.
we watch scary movies, and I hate it so much. I literally have a pillow over my face the entire movie. So, and I don't know the names of them. I just know they're scary. So, like, literally any scary movie out there. I hate watching them.
So no answer is what Maddie's saying on that.
No,
every scary movie. Okay, it doesn't even matter. What
if
if it's like a movie that's funny but also scary at the same time? It just
I'll
like-
laugh 1 minute and then cover my face
Oh,
in the
okay.
middle of the next.
gotcha. Okay. You had one, Keniyah, that you thought?
The Quiet Place and Candyman.
Ooh,
That was the last
I've heard the
scary.
Candyman scary.
That was the last scary movie that I ever watched.
I hadn't seen.
I went to the haunted house.
Quiet Place.
They had the Candyman. He
Oh
got in my face.
goodness! I would
Absolutely
have
not.
died. I would have cried. Like
No,
they
but
would-
I haven't not really seen any scary movie that technically like really scared me.
Yeah.
Mine's not really a movie; it's a TV show. Have you ever seen The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix? Dude, it's scary.
So I've watched the ones that freak me out the most are Paranormal Activity, because it's like it looks real. Everything about what you're watching looks real, and those creep me out. But one that I watched a long time ago, I think it was called like Paranormal Entity. It was by the end of that movie, I was like, I'm never watching another scary movie in my life at night, at home, alone, not doing it. Terrible. Anyway, so off of Halloween, back to the age thing. I had all of these questions in order so that way this would flow perfectly, and I've gotten all out of order with my questions. But last question before we kind of get into some other stuff. I remember when I first heard the term fire, and everybody's like, man, that's fire. That was the moment that I realized, okay, I'm starting to get older because I have no clue what they're talking about right now. I have no idea. And so
Fire? Where?
I realized that
Where?
I'm starting to lose the lingo. So what is some lingo that you guys can hit me and Noah with? Not that Noah's the same age as me, but that's like new lingo that is like you guys got to be caught up with this because what was our kind of stuff, man?
Lit.
Man, that's fire. What's some other
Fire's
ones?
a good one.
Trying to think, what are some of the ones we had back then?
I feel like we need to have a day and quiz
Flexing on
Gramps
them.
with some of this.
Flex.
That would be so
Flexing on
fun.
them.
Flex was a big one, yeah.
Flexing on them. You guys thinking of any other ones?
One
Just say.
because I take a class with football players and they say weird stuff all the time. And this one guy, he said, "Keniyah, stay down." And like I was like, "What do you mean?"
Yes, say less. Say less.
No, not
say less
not
is another one that they say too.
Not
though.
say less, stay down.
Stay down.
And he said it means like get on task, like do your work.
Stay down.
Stay down.
Stay down. Hey Noah, stay down, brother. I'm gonna be like, man, I'm trying to get up. What you talking about? Stay down.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Say less is one of the other ones I was thinking of that people
Oh,
say
yeah.
too. Say less. It's like, well, I was trying to tell you a story, but all right, anyway. What you got? You thinking of one?
Okay, I have one. So that's gas. So this is actually like, I don't know if it's like recent. I don't know. It just came up in my head, but it means like that's good or like,
It's kind of like fire.
yeah, it's kind of like fire. Exactly.
So now we've gone from having the fire to now what caused the fire. What's going to be next? Because, man, that's wood. You know what I'm saying? Throw some fire on the wood with the gas. And we're going, anyway, so you thinking of one over there, Mattie? Or Mattie's like, no,
No, I don't really keep up with stuff they say.
lingo stuff either.
Yeah, I'll hear it and I'll be like, "What on earth?"
I promise
does that
you,
mean?
you are
I
going to
have
be
another-
like me in no time. You're going to be
My
like,
class,
what are we talking about?
they literally call me the grandma of my class. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
Like clap back. I'm finna clap back at you. Whatever you said. What
I
you
have,
talking about?
I have
you got?
another one. Well, this was like a year ago. They used to say jet a lot, and that just means
Oh,
like
yeah.
you're young, like
Who?
you're a jet.
A
like-
jet.
Jet.
No, I would have
Like,
thought
you're
that's like
young.
flexing
Like
on them, like you
J.E.T.,
fast. You can
like
run.
J.E.T.?
No. Oh, and then another one is green, like you're extra. Like stop being green.
Extra is a word by itself that's new too. That's
Yeah.
like, man, you so extra. Oh, I appreciate it. No, I don't think they meant it that way.
No cap.
That's another one. That's a good one.
I'm so bad. Sometimes I feel like I say one and somebody looks at me like, "What that dude's saying?"
I got a roommate from college. I don't think he'll mind me sharing this because we laughed and he cut up about it some more. But we were sitting at the house one night and, like, bussing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real
Man,
good.
man, that pizza earlier was bussing.
Hey, we were sitting around and there was a Mexican restaurant in Statesboro that was in fact bussing, like so good. And he was sitting there one night and the Mexican place is called El Rinconcito, but everyone calls it El Rink.
Ever heard of that one?
And so he goes, "Yeah, El Rink is busting."
Just threw the T in there.
I was like,
I changed one of them. Bet, man, bet.
Yeah.
Like that, I changed it. Every time Noah texts me about something now, I say, Betty White. I don't know why. I'm like, I'm finna start my own trend
the
with
first
him.
time he texted me that, I was like,
What is he
What?
saying? See, that's what I'm saying. You wasn't with the lingo that I made up by myself, all by myself. But I went from Bet to I was like, I'm finna hit him with some Betty White.
"What in the Bob Saget are you
Going
talking
on?
about?"
I'm not with this. You guys ever think about that? It's like, who comes up with them and how does it
Yes.
stick?
And like, how does it get spread around so
That's what
fast?
I'm saying. That's
Like,
why from now on, if you want to say Bet, just be like Betty White. See if it catches on. All of a sudden in schools, I hear somebody walk up, man, Betty White. I'm like, I started that. That was me. I did that. Or it's gonna be like, no, man, you need to chill out. Chill out.
Stay down. Stay down, you jet.
Stay down. I'm flexing on it. Hold on. Let me get some music up.
We're old.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting old, especially that. Anyways, Betty White. That's funny to me. You guys think that's funny at least? She's like,
Most
no,
definitely.
not really.
For sure.
I'll be confused if somebody texts me Betty White. Like,
Well, that's why
about
you
her?
got to hit them with the Betty. ... White. Betty. Because you know Bet is Betty. Like Betty is for Bet. Never mind. All right, let's get to the next part of the story.
Boy.
All right, I'm going to give you girls the opportunity. If you want to talk about the pizza store, you can talk about it. If you don't, that's cool. We're going to move on from it.
I'm just mad they didn't give me pizza.
Yeah.
Listen.
That may be the only piece you got to say is next time we're ordering the pizza.
Oh, for
Yes,
sure.
and we're going to be so much smarter about it. Like, if you order a pizza and then Snapchat the girls and showing off this pizza, but you're not going to give them a piece, that's just dumb.
I just
And
give
that's
them
how
a
they
piece.
ended up getting in trouble, was because we were like, we want some pizza, we're hungry. And they didn't share.
Yeah, Yeah, and I think that night is like the most emotional night for all of us. So we were all just like hungry and starved of tears. And we had already ate all our 2-bite brownies. So.
I know, and I needed some pizza. I mean, I begged every one of them. They still didn't give me any.
Yeah, they need to learn how to share.
Betty
White.
Oh, that's funny. All right, so that we've had our piece on the pizza story. Next time we'll try to order some pizza for everybody.
Pizza.
And then everybody might be a little happier about it. What do you think, Fuge, this year? You think we should order pizza? How funny would it be if just us leaders order pizza and we're like, Snapchat everybody, check us out? I'd be so mad, dude.
We would be so mad at y'all.
Because the girls got skipped out on two years in a row then.
I think we need to order pizza just for the girls and then let them get the guys back.
Oh,
Yeah.
for
That would be
sure.
fun. But you know for a fact we got to have something on the side ready, and we have to pay for it with correct change.
That's right.
As opposed to, they could have bought 4 pizzas for everybody.
That pizza man had the best day of his life.
Yeah, he was like, I'm going home after this. I'm done with this. All right, let's get to it.
We fixing to raise the meter to Aquafina. I need her. Yeah, we fixing to raise the meter.
All right, we're raising the meter here where we talk about some deeper stuff into it, because the purpose of the show that I never even told you guys at the start of this entire thing is we're growing with God together, talk about Jesus' life and music, what's going on in our lives and all that fun stuff, and we're kind of getting into this. So tonight, or today, we're going to talk about community and accountability and also leadership and just some fun things that we've had going on through our youth experiences as well. Because every week for anybody that comes on, I like to look if you guys fill out the form on stuff that you guys want to talk about. We want y'all's input and y'all's conversation as well, so you can kind of talk about stuff or fall asleep, Mattie. Either way. So if anybody wants to lead it off, if you want to talk about like some of your youth experiences or anything that you guys want to talk about with this, I'll let you guys kind of start us off with it, or I can. We can do it either way.
Okay. Well, a couple of weeks back when we had our lock-in, they mentioned having an accountability partner.
Uh-huh.
And, like, from that, I texted Olivia, and we've been accountability partners. Like, we've been keeping
Ever since,
up.
yeah.
We've been keeping up with each other. Trying to anyway because of school.
Yeah.
Yes, like I would be sitting there waiting, like, all right, Keniyah, you got to give it to me every day, because if not, then it's going to slowly go downhill from there. And because that's one thing I struggle with is just like getting in the word, just from all the stuff and the chaoticness, I guess if that's the word of the day. And so just having that person, that accountability partner who like keeps up with you and makes sure you're reading the word and praying every day.
It's hard.
A lot.
It's so easy to get caught up in the day-to-day life, which Noah and I, we've talked about many a time on here, which is why he and I are the same way. Like, I'll text him something, and I'll be like, hey, even if it's not a Bible verse, even if it's something to just kind of pick you up on the day, or most of the time it's something dealing with the Bible verse, just because it makes it where you dive into it more. And I know sometimes, even he and I as leaders, sometimes we kind of slack on it, and I'm like, all right, we got to get back rolling on this thing, because it's funny for us. It's like first thing in the morning. That's when I hit it. I don't know if y'all are the same way, but when you don't get it, it's like, man, it just feels like your day's not necessarily off, but not quite rolling the way that you want it to.
I know a couple of times I've been like, dang, I should have read my Bible this morning because my day is not going good. I
can end it reading the Bible, and I'm like, that's a good way to end the night, you know. But when I wake up and I read, that's when I'm like,
we fixing to raise the
that's when I'm like, we finna get this day going. And it starts so much better, and your whole day, just the way that you start, it's changed to me.
Yeah, and you always have something to reflect back on. So, like, if you're having a bad day or something, you can always think of that Bible verse or that lesson that you learned in the morning.
Yeah. Did you have something you want to say real quick, man?
Well, I was just going to say, like, I know, like, coming back from Fuge, we were learning, like, you have to have that accountability partner so that you can make sure you stay in your word just consistently. And for me, getting that accountability partner was so helpful, because without one, I know if I would fall into sin or something like that, I would kind of stray away and not necessarily want to go read my Bible, because I was like, why do I keep doing this? Like, I know it's not glorifying the Lord, but when I have that accountability partner to go to, they can, like, bring me back and help me get in the word and, like, repent of my sins. But when I'm trying to do it by myself, it doesn't work at all.
It's so funny how kind of that same thing, if you don't have that, and I encourage anybody that's listening to this or anybody that you guys know telling them this same thing, get with somebody, create that community to where even if it's one person, even if it's 50 people, even if it's an entire youth group, whatever it is, create that community, because just like you said, when you don't have that person or that partner or that group that you're with, you just go down the road and you never really look back. And you may look and you go, man, I'm going down the wrong track. I got to get this figured out. But if you've got somebody there as an accountability partner, or if you have a community in your youth group that you have that can bring you back to that and center you back to it, it makes all the difference in the world. Because we talked about this, I guess it was last week, was it, Noah? Where it's quit running from him. He wants you to come to him. Quit running from him. And if you have that person who helps ground you and bring you back to him, man, it's a blessing altogether.
Yeah, and going back to the youth group, like over the past year, we have grown so much as a youth group, but with that, we have also grown so much closer to God.
Yeah.
Like, we all hold each other accountable, and it's really crazy to me because when we had the puzzle series where we talked about our speech, conduct, and how we love others, we would go back to school, and like I know Hunter personally because I have almost all of my classes with him. He'd be like, Mattie, how's your speech today? And I'd be like, or either it's been good, like I've really been trying to glorify the Lord with what I say or what I do, and really just that like helps me like really remember and truly try to like make my speech glorify the Lord and my conduct glorify the Lord throughout my day. Are
you saying that y'all have been growing upstairs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying?
Sure, yeah.
I know Hunter had told me that one time. He was like, it was actually after we had done this show, we were on the way home and he rode with me because we live like where I work with his dad, and we live literally the same place. So they had rode home with me afterwards, but he was like, we were at school and like I'll see somebody and if they're saying something they probably shouldn't or what have you, he'll just say that and it kind of straightens you up a little bit where it's like, oh, I do need to kind of listen to this. I was like, that's good when it can again get into the school system and everybody continue to hold each other accountable, not just up here in a youth group, but also at school, because it's easy when you get amongst your peers to just kind of do what they're doing as opposed to what's going on.
And it's crazy. Okay. It's crazy to see like the impact, like coming back from Fuge, like instead of just like dying out, like we've been like our whole entire youth group has been making it a point to like spread Jesus in our school. So it's like crazy to see the difference it's made and like actually having Jesus in your life. So it shows you like how you can be an impact towards others.
Yeah. And just like us being accountability partners, me and Olivia, because like I don't see them every day. We go to different schools. So I could be dealing with something at school, and then I come back, I'll be like, I need to talk to Olivia because I know like we're both like academically stressed. So we can relate in that, and I know that she's stressed, I'm stressed, so we could just both just spread some positivity to each other. Yeah.
Yes, and it's nice to see like the difference in like my school and her school and like the different things that we're both going through because we can both help each other in those different aspects.
It's fun when it's not just one spot, it's multiple, because between our youth group, we're spread across 3 different schools. So having multiple different schools that come to a youth group, and then you kind of go from there and spread the word, like you said, like you guys are doing, instead of holding it to yourselves, is very impactful in a true community sense, not just our room community, but outside of this room in the community that is also outside as well. Do you have anything you wanted to add to it?
I was just listening to y'all.
Yeah. So that's accountability, and we kind of tie it in with a community as well. Do you guys have like any leadership that you think of as far as what you got going on at school or Fuge or anything like that in the future?
So me and Mattie actually just started a Bible study like we've mentioned. So I guess we've kind of stepped out of our comfort zone. And also that's a very important, that's actually what we talked about, like stepping out of your comfort zone. And once you do it multiple times, you'll get more accustomed to it. But like doing that for Jesus, it'll get more and more easier. Yeah. But you've just got to take that step.
Yeah. I heard that before somewhere. Any idea where you guys heard that from? I'm just kidding. I was thinking about D now when we were talking about that, and I was like, did I say that? Anyway, sorry, go ahead, Mattie.
Well, I was just going to say, like, we're actually going through the book of Romans right now, and Romans is honestly one of my favorite books of the Bible.
It's a very good book.
But like Liv just said, we were talking about stepping out of your comfort zone, and like, you can't grow your relationship with God if it's just on Sundays and Wednesdays. You've got to step out of your comfort zone during the week and really go through those trials to grow closer to the Lord. And something I mentioned during the Bible study was, like, as Christians, we can't keep waiting for the person to come up and do those things for us. We have to go out and spread the word ourselves, because Jesus calls everybody to spread the word, not just, like, certain people.
Yeah. Everybody. That's the hardest part, like you said, Liv, is that first step. Think of it as just somebody who's in church, like Sunday morning, somebody standing here and we're singing songs, and it's like they feel that tug of the heart. They feel that God's speaking to them, and they just don't know. They don't want to move because they're like, man, I'm comfortable. I'm in this pew. I don't want to go anywhere, but I know God is telling me to take a step out, walk up here, make that leap of faith, make that commitment to God in this life, and I have to take that first step. Because I remember when I was young and took that first step, it was like, when you're a kid that steps out in an aisle and you walk down in front of a big church, it's like, dude, it's nerve-wracking and it's hard to do because you're scared. But then, like you said, if you do it more and more, you become more comfortable with it. And then eventually you're just like, yeah, I'm spreading the gospel, and it's a lot easier after you do it long enough.
Yeah, another thing I thought about was the food distribution. Like, the people who have done it before, like, I know I've done it a couple times, like, leading the people in, like, the younger kids in prayer when we talk to the cars, or in, like, just scripture and stuff, like, showing them how to do it and, like, how to impact just somebody who you've never even seen before, how to show them Christ and just care about them, honestly, and just, like, know their names and pray with them and use their name because it's more personal.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people, they sometimes...
You can pull that mic up to you.
They sometimes, like, think sharing the word it has to be a complex process, but when we do it at the food distribution, it's really just a conversation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then just, like, caring for their needs. Like, we do our prayer requests. It's like, we always ask them, like, is there something you want us to pray over? Just, like, taking that time to ask the community what they need.
Yeah, connecting with somebody.
It's good stuff.
Noah's my favorite in this today. He's just like, man, y'all go ahead with it. Y'all doing good.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, they're killing it.
yeah, I know you. That's what I'm thinking. Sitting here, I'm like, let them teach. We'll just sit back and just let them take it.
With your new hosts.
With your new host. I will let you guys practice coming through that again. Go ahead, Mattie. I know you got something on the mind.
I was just going to say, like, a lot of people think when we talk about leadership, like leading a Bible study like me and Liv had, or a preacher getting in front of a church to do a sermon, but leadership comes in so many different ways. Like, you can lead people at the food distribution, or you can be a leader just at school by showing God's love. Like, it does not have to be getting in front of a group of people and actively, like, teaching a Bible study or sharing a sermon. Like, you can just, by showing God's love, that impacts so many more people than we realize.
Yeah, and I'm a class officer, so we have FCA at our school, but we don't have leaders how they do at their school.
Yeah.
So I'm vice president for our junior class. So one of the things I always try to do is make sure that my speech is reflecting how I want other people to talk. And because people know that I'm a Christian.
Yeah.
So I always have to be there to set that godly example. Like, just because I'm a leader, you just have to make sure your power is equaled out and it's reflecting how God would want you to lead.
Isn't it funny how that works, though? When you get in, like, a leadership position or something like that, all eyes are on you.
Yes.
And it's like it
gets harder.
It does.
Yes, because
you have to live that life.
Yes.
Yeah. And everybody, it's not only then, you don't just have one accountability partner who's like, all right, we're trying to keep each other up. All of a sudden, it's like a bunch of people that are looking at you like, well, I thought you were this,
Yeah, they're all looking for that one mistake that you
Exactly.
make.
And they will point it out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes, and as a Christian, you're just like, I'm sorry, that was the wrong thing,
Yeah.
and you've got to forgive me. God does say.
Right.
It's just stepping
learning.
out and, like, telling them that you're wrong in that situation, like, knowing where you sin.
And sometimes that's hard to do, too.
And take accountability for it.
Yeah, because everybody stumbles, everybody has those moments. But the biggest thing too in that, not only being like in the leadership position and teaching in that way, it's like you want to make sure you're teaching the right things, and because you also, in that same light, you don't want to be living this life where it's like Sunday morning faith. I'm teaching this is how I'm living, but then I'm going and doing whatever I want, on Friday night or what have you, and I'm not living that same life, because then somebody who doesn't know Christ or has heard of him and is skeptical, they're going, well, what is it? Which is it?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to be here?
And then they get confused, and then you're like the reason for the confusion.
Exactly, and that makes it really, really hard on people, especially at a kid's age, because that's, to me, that is the most, youth is the most pivotal time when it comes to building the foundation of what your life is going to be moving forward.
Yeah, and also, like, being in a leadership position, you have to make sure you're, like, teaching the word and the truth, like you said, Holden, but you also have to be careful about how you approach people, because if you approach people, like, kind of with an attitude like you're better than them, or just they're, like, look down on them almost, they're not going to want to come live for the Lord. Yeah. Like, you have to show them the love of God while teaching them his word, because personally I have somebody in my life right now that is like, well, I've read the whole Bible, but, like, the church has hurt me, so I don't believe in the Lord. And I said, like, the church is not God. The church is going to mess up. Yeah. But you have to go to God in that, and you have to really rely on him and not the people of the church, because nobody's perfect and everybody's going to mess up.
A reach.
Come on.
And I feel like it just, like, equally, it goes back to, like, Jesus coming down and, like, being an actual human being. Like, it shows he, like, stepped down to our level and, like, showed us how we can act, because he experienced everything that we did. So it just shows you, like, he sets an example for all the things in our life.
Mic drop.
And I was like, that's all we need. God, so good. I have nothing to add to it, and I think anybody that's listening that knows it's the same thing. I can't add anything to it.
I do have one thing, kind of like a question type deal for you guys. So like, what are some practical ways you think that if somebody is scared to step out of their comfort zone, or scared to send a text message or have a conversation with somebody to try to start having that accountability partner or building a community, what are some ways you think that you could encourage them to do that?
I feel like just being there and being their friend, because, like, sharing the word of God, I feel like you have to build friendships with people for it to be, like, connect with them and then share it, and them have a deeper meaning and understanding of what, like, you're telling them. And it's hard to step out of your comfort zone, and if you're in a low place, it can be difficult to ask for help and ask for an accountability partner. But being that friend that is there, and just you're willing to be that accountability partner for them, and just waiting for when they're ready to ask you, because if you're kind of distant when they're at a really low place, they're not going to want to go back to you and have you be that accountability partner for them when you kind of abandoned them when they weren't really close to the Lord and they were struggling.
Okay, I feel like it goes back to, like, telling them your experience with stepping out, and, like, how you did that, to relate back to them, like, you went through the same thing, and to show them, like, it's okay. Like, everybody, we're not these perfect people. Like, we mess up just like you are. We were at your point. We were like you at some point. So just always, like, at first, don't approach them like, kind of like Grant's testimony. He said that at first you just went to somebody like, you're going to hell.
Yeah.
Like, you don't just go, like, you kind of started off as, like, a friendship standpoint, and then, like, after you get that, you can go into a deeper meaning, like Mattie said, like, actually, like, spreading the word and showing them what it means to act like a Christian and be a Christian and take that step of faith.
Mine's is more from a, like, direct contact, because just, like, if they're scared to take the next step, like, if they want to come down and they just want to acknowledge to the church that they made the step to be saved and be baptized and stuff like that. I know for me, I got baptized 5 weeks into going to this church, and it was very scary because I really didn't know anybody but Gramps. And I know that he actually, like, offered to walk me down, and he did. And I know when my sister, she came to faith and she got saved, Mattie walked down with her. So just making sure that they're comfortable and just knowing, just letting them know that you're there with them in the process.
Yeah, and I feel like going off of Keniyah, like, as a church too, we have to be like a group of people who make them feel comfortable and, like, welcome them so that they do feel a little bit more comfortable to walk down and stuff like that, because if we don't welcome them, it's already a scary enough situation, stepping out and taking that leap of faith. But if we're not making them feel welcome, it's going to be even harder, and it might even drive them away from the Lord instead of bringing them closer.
That's good.
And I feel like it always goes down to, like, if you see somebody who's new in the church, go greet them. Like,
Yeah.
you never know, like, what they're going through. They, like, might be trying to seek God's word, or, like, they might be going through a rough time. And so you never know what somebody's going through. So just having a smile on your face and greeting them and actually caring about them might be a big change, and, like, be that step for them to Christ.
Yeah, it's important. I mean, there's times, and like you said, people don't always know what somebody else is going through. And to be that open arm, to be that handshake, to be that first person that's willing to wait and take somebody in and say, hey, we care about you. Even though I don't know who you are, I've never met you before, I care about you enough to say, hey, whatever you need to talk about, whatever it is that we need to go through, hey, I'm here for you. If you just need to talk about something, or if you need to step out and do this, whatever it is, we're here for you.
It's kind of just like showing that godly love, that godly example of, just loving everyone. Even though you might not know them, it's just like having that love in your heart for them.
Yeah, that's a bit. Sorry, there's some cackling going on in the background over here.
Some giggly little girlies outside the door.
Yeah, we can hear you guys.
Why are you wearing hazmat suits?
Y'all, the minions have just walked in.
Banana.
So we have two leaders that are standing at the door in full on hazmat suit. Is COVID back?
Do we have a 2319?
We got a 2319.
The weather's very nice.
I had to find the Monsters Inc. sound.
Well, we're kind of wrapping up.
We're wrapping things up here. Is the minions doing okay? Doing okay. All right. So
They said banana.
banana.
We fixing to raise the meter. The meter to Aquafina.
All right. So that's kind of wrapping up the entire conversation on leadership, on community. I'm missing some accountability and all that good. Is there anything that you guys want to say in closing as we come off of that?
I think so. Just don't be afraid to take that step.
That's right. For sure. Noah, you got anything else that you wanted to add to it?
No, I don't guess so. Just make sure we let the people know. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
At GrowingUpstairs. We're trying out a new format for recording the podcast. So podcast will still be up on Wednesdays, wherever you're listening to it at. But we're going to be trying to put a few more things out on Instagram now to kind of help you guys throughout the week and encourage you and that type of thing. So definitely follow us.
We're kind of in a transition phase right now, if you guys hadn't told. So if you are listening and have listened, you noticed there wasn't an episode last week, but that's okay. We're going to have one out to you this week that you'll see. You can listen to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Odyssey, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible, just about anywhere that there is to listen on podcasts. You guys look it up. We're going to find it. We're trying to make sure that it's out there to anybody who wants to listen and has the ability to listen. But we want to tell you guys, thank you guys for coming on.
Yeah.
Thanking you for
so
having
glad y'all
us.
came and joined us today.
It was nice.
I feel like by the end you started to realize it was like, there's nothing to this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to start my own podcast.
Not like go that far.
Not that far. Well, again, we appreciate you guys being on. I'm glad that you guys did. Do I normally end with like a dad joke at the end of this thing?
I think you do.
You guys okay with that? By the way, my Christmas dad jokes start next week.
Oh,
Why,
Lord.
we'll start them now.
You
It's
gotta
already
be ready.
November 5th. You're behind.
I'm in. All right, well, let me look back at my notes. Let me tell you guys the first one that I have from last week is, what do you call a potato? A potato that doesn't want to jump into the boiling water.
A peanut?
A hesitator. That one got a better reaction than I thought it would. All right. All right. A hesitator. All right, here we go into some Christmas ones. Let me see. I think I got one here. Did you hear how much Santa's sleigh cost? Nothing. It's on the house.
Stop.
That's my other dad jokes. Again, we appreciate you guys being on. Keniyah, Olivia, and Mattie, and it's your host Holden and
Noah.
you guys make sure you guys keep growing upstairs. We'll check in with you next week.
Woo!